Welcome back to another episode of Speak English with Mishu. Today, we have a very special topic, one that many English learners can relate to: how I learned English without a teacher.
That's right, Emily. Sometimes people think they can only learn English if they go to a language school, hire a tutor, or spend lots of money. But the truth is, you can teach yourself. You can become fluent even if you don't have a teacher by your side every day.
And today, we're going to share the step-by-step journey, the strategies, the challenges, and the mindset that helped me learn English on my own. So if you're learning English without a teacher, don't worry, you're not alone.
Exactly. And the best part is, this story will not only motivate you, but also give you practical tips that you can start using today. So stay tuned until the end, because you'll discover a simple system to make English learning part of your life without depending on anyone else.
Hey, Liam. I've been thinking a lot about how people often feel stuck learning English without a teacher. How's your week been?
Hey, Emily. My week's been good, but I was remembering something. When I started learning English on my own, it felt impossible. No classes, no teacher, just me, my books, and a lot of mistakes.
Oh, yes. I remember that feeling too. I used to feel shy and confused, not knowing if I was saying things correctly. But slowly, I found ways to improve, even without anyone teaching me directly.
Exactly. And that's why today's episode is so special. We're going to talk about how to learn English effectively without a teacher, using practical tips, real experiences, and easy strategies anyone can follow.
Yes, by the end of this episode, listeners will feel motivated to practice English every day, even if they don't have a teacher or a formal class. You'll see it's possible. It's all about smart habits, creativity, and persistence.
So if you've ever thought, I can't learn English alone, stick with us. Today, we'll share the methods, mindset, and tools that helped us and can help you too.
Let's make learning English fun, practical, and personal. Ready to start this journey together?
Absolutely. Let's dive in and show everyone that learning English without a teacher is not only possible, it can be exciting and rewarding.
So, Liam, let's set the stage. Learning English without a teacher might sound challenging, but it's really about finding the right methods and staying consistent.
Yes, when I started, I had no classroom, no schedule, no one correcting me. At first, it felt chaotic, but then I realized learning English is more about daily habits and practice than having a formal teacher.
Exactly. And for our listeners, it's important to know this. You don't need a teacher to learn effectively. With the right mindset, tools, and strategies, you can make huge progress on your own.
And the reason this matters is huge. English opens doors. Travel, work, online opportunities, connecting with people worldwide. If you think you need a teacher to succeed, you might never start. But the truth is, you can start today and see results.
And that's what this episode is about. We'll share real-life strategies, tips, and personal experiences on how we learned English independently. No classrooms, no formal teachers, just practical, doable methods you can start using right now.
By the end of this episode, listeners will have actionable steps to improve English every day, boost confidence, and stay motivated, all on their own.
So if you've been waiting for someone to tell you you can do it yourself, this episode is that reminder. You can learn English without a teacher, and we'll show you exactly how. Liam, let's be honest. Learning English alone isn't easy. Many people start full of hope, but after a few weeks, they feel lost or frustrated.
Absolutely, Emily. I remember my first attempts. I would study grammar, memorize words, and try to speak, but no one corrected me. I kept making mistakes and felt like I was going in circles.
And that feeling is so common. You might practice every day, but without feedback, doubts creep in. Am I saying it right? Am I learning the right way? Will I ever speak fluently? These thoughts make people stop trying.
Exactly. And it's not just about English. Emotionally, it's discouraging. You see others improving faster, and comparison makes you feel behind. You might even think, maybe I'm not good at languages, which is far from the truth.
And for many learners, the lack of structure is a big problem. In a classroom, there's a plan, a teacher, a schedule. Alone, you might jump between apps, videos, and books, but nothing feels organized. That chaos slows progress and can be overwhelming.
Another struggle is motivation. Learning a language requires daily effort, and without someone to check on your progress, it's easy to skip days. One skip day turns into a week, then a month, and suddenly your dream of speaking English fluently feels farther away.
But here's the key, listeners. These struggles are normal. They don't mean you can't succeed. They just show that learning without a teacher requires strategy, consistency, and smart methods. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next.
Right. Once you understand the common problems, lack of feedback, doubt, comparison, motivation, you can design a plan to overcome them and actually make progress even alone.
So if you've ever felt frustrated learning English by yourself, know this: you're not alone. Millions of learners face the same challenges. And today, we'll show you how to turn those obstacles into opportunities to grow. Liam, so we've talked about the struggles, but why do people feel stuck when learning English alone? What's really happening in their minds?
Great question, Emily. There are emotional and logical causes. Emotionally, fear is huge. Fear of making mistakes, fear of speaking wrong, fear of being judged. When your brain sees a risk, it naturally wants to protect you. That fear often stops people from practicing.
Yes, and doubt is another big factor. Am I learning the right way? Will I ever speak fluently? These thoughts make learners question themselves constantly. Even small doubts repeated every day can stop progress.
On the logical side, life gets busy. Work, school, family, responsibilities. Logically, practicing English alone seems less urgent than other tasks. I'll do it later becomes the default, and later often never comes.
And social pressure adds another layer. Friends or family might say, "Why waste time on English? Focus on practical things." Because we care about what others think, we sometimes abandon our learning goals.
Another hidden cause is comfort. Our brain loves routine. Speaking English alone feels risky or awkward, so sticking to comfort zones feels safe, even though it slows progress.
That's so true. And English learners often avoid speaking or practicing because of embarrassment, even when they know it's the fastest way to improve. It's not lack of ability, it's fear and habit holding them back.
Awareness is the first step. When you realize, fear, doubt, and comfort are why I'm stuck, it's easier to take action. You stop blaming yourself and start solving the problem.
Exactly. Once learners understand these emotional and logical reasons, they can start applying strategies to overcome them, practice confidently, and make real progress without a teacher.
So, listeners, if you've felt stuck or frustrated, don't worry. These causes are normal. The key is awareness and action, and that's what we'll focus on in the next parts: practical solutions to learn English alone effectively.
All right, Liam, we've explored the struggles and reasons learners get stuck. Now it's time for the first solution: creating a consistent daily routine. This is the foundation for learning English alone.
Absolutely, Emily. When I started learning by myself, I realized that without a daily routine, my progress was slow. Some days I studied for hours, some days I skipped entirely. But once I created a simple, consistent routine, everything changed.
And it doesn't need to be complicated. Even 15 to 30 minutes every day can make a huge difference. For example, read a short article, listen to a podcast, or write a few sentences. The key is consistency, not intensity.
Yes, and here's a tip for English learners. Combine your routine with activities you enjoy. Watch English shows, listen to songs, or follow English podcasts. When learning is fun, it becomes easier to stick with daily practice.
Exactly. And create small, achievable goals. Instead of, I'll master English, aim for, I'll learn 5 new words today, or I'll speak 2 sentences in English. Small wins every day build momentum.
Another important point, track your progress. Use a notebook or an app to write what you did each day. Seeing your streak grow is motivating and reminds you that even small steps count.
And don't stress if you miss a day. The goal is long-term consistency, not perfection. One skip day isn't failure, it's part of the process. Just start again the next day.
Listeners, think of a daily routine as watering a plant. Even a little water every day makes it grow strong. Your English skills will grow faster if you practice consistently even without a teacher.
So today, take a moment and plan a small daily routine for English practice. Start with 15 and 30 minutes, write it down, and commit. Your dream of speaking English confidently is closer than you think. All right, Liam, solution number 2 is immersing yourself in English. This means surrounding yourself with English in your daily life, even without a teacher.
Exactly. I started by listening to English songs, watching shows, and reading simple articles every day. At first, I didn't understand everything, but my brain slowly got used to the language.
And immersion doesn't have to be boring. Choose topics you enjoy, like travel, music, or hobbies. If you love it, you'll naturally spend more time in English and your skills improve faster.
Another tip, try to think in English during the day. Describe what you're doing, plan your tasks, or talk to yourself in English. Even small practice like this strengthens your brain to use English naturally.
Yes, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Immersion is about exposure, not perfection. The more you expose yourself to English, the more you'll pick up words, phrases, and sentence structures naturally.
For English learners, one of my favorite tricks was using subtitles while watching shows. Listen first, then read the subtitles. Slowly, you start understanding without needing translation. It's like training your brain to think in English.
And remember, immersion works best daily, even in small amounts. 15 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Consistency and repetition are key.
So listeners, pick one way to immerse yourself in English today. Watch a video, listen to a song, read an article, or describe your actions in English. Make it a habit, and you'll see improvement faster than you think.
Immersion is like planting seeds in your mind. The more seeds you plant and nurture, the faster your English skills grow. And the best part, you don't need a teacher to do it. All right, Liam, solution number 3 is active practice, speaking, writing, and using English every day. Passive learning, like just listening or reading, isn't enough.
Absolutely, Emily. When I first learned alone, I realized that if I didn't speak or write, my English wouldn't improve. I started talking to myself in English, writing small journals, and even recording my voice. It felt strange at first, but it worked.
Yes, and for English learners, don't wait for someone to correct you. Make small mistakes and learn from them. The key is consistency and courage. Even 5 to 10 minutes of speaking aloud every day can make a huge difference.
Another tip is to use English in real-life situations. Order food, chat with friends online, or post in English forums. Applying language in real situations accelerates learning far more than studying alone in a notebook.
And writing is equally powerful. Start a journal, write social media posts, or make a list of your daily activities in English. Writing helps you organize thoughts and remember vocabulary naturally.
I also combined active practice with feedback, even without a teacher. I used language apps, online communities, and forums where native speakers could correct me. This gave me guidance without formal lessons.
Listeners, think of active practice like exercising a muscle. The more you use English actively, the stronger and more natural it becomes. Passive exposure alone isn't enough. It's action that builds fluency.
So today, pick one way to actively use English. Speak for 5 minutes, write a short paragraph, or record yourself. Make it fun, consistent, and fearless. Every small action brings you closer to fluency.
Remember, speaking and writing without fear is the bridge between knowing English and using it confidently. Action transforms knowledge into real skill, even without a teacher. All right, Liam, our fourth solution is finding inspiration and support, even if you don't have a teacher. Motivation is key when learning alone.
Absolutely. I found online communities, YouTube channels, and podcasts super helpful. Listening to stories of people who learned English independently reminded me that I could do it too.
And it's not just about learning tips, it's emotional support. Reading about other struggles and successes makes you feel connected, encouraged, and less alone in your journey.
Yes. And even small support from friends or family helps. Share your progress. Ask someone to practice English with you, or just talk about your goals. Having someone cheer you on makes a big difference.
Inspiration can also come from media, books, movies, or even TED Talks in English. Surround yourself with positive energy and English content. Let it fuel your passion every day.
Another tip, set role models. Follow someone who achieved fluency without a formal teacher. Learn from their methods, habits, and mindset. This gives you a roadmap to follow.
Listeners, remember, learning alone doesn't mean doing it in isolation. Inspiration and support can come from many sources: online communities, friends, mentors, or motivational content.
So today, find one source of inspiration or support. Join a group, watch a motivational video, or share your goal with someone. It keeps you motivated and makes the learning process enjoyable.
Your dream of speaking English fluently is possible even without a teacher. With motivation, support, and the right mindset, you can achieve it faster than you think. Liam, we've shared solutions, but let's be real. Learning English alone comes with obstacles. What were some of yours?
Oh, plenty. I struggled with self-doubt. Sometimes I'd think, am I really improving, or maybe I'm too old to learn? It's normal to feel stuck, especially without a teacher to guide you.
Exactly, and fear of mistakes is huge. Speaking alone or writing can feel intimidating. You worry about errors or sounding silly, which makes you hesitate and slows progress.
Another obstacle is distraction. Life gets busy and it's easy to skip practice. Without a structured schedule or a teacher checking in, motivation can dip quickly.
And let's not forget comparison. Watching others who seem fluent can make learners feel left behind. But the truth is, everyone progresses at their own pace. Comparison steals confidence.
So, how did I overcome these obstacles? Awareness first. I recognized fear, doubt, and distractions, then created small daily actions to counter them. Instead of avoiding mistakes, I treated them as learning opportunities.
And having a mini support system helped too. Even one friend or an online group where you can share progress can boost confidence and accountability.
Another tip, celebrate small wins. Every new word learned, sentence spoken, or idea written is progress. Recognizing it keeps motivation high.
Listeners, obstacles are part of every journey, especially when learning alone. But remember, every challenge is a step toward fluency if you keep moving forward.
Exactly. Don't let fear or doubt stop you. Take small actions daily, learn from mistakes, and stay consistent. Your dream of speaking English fluently is completely achievable, even without a teacher.
All right, Liam, now let's show our listeners how to apply these solutions in real life with a little role play. Imagine a listener named Alex. He wants to practice English alone but feels stuck. I'll be Alex, and you guide me.
Sounds great. Okay, Alex, let's start. What's one goal you have for your English practice today?
I want to speak English confidently, but I feel shy and don't know where to start.
That's okay, Alex. First, create a small daily routine, just 15 minutes today. Speak about your day in English or write a few sentences. Small steps are powerful.
Okay, I'll try that. Maybe I'll describe what I did this morning.
Perfect! Next, immerse yourself. Listen to a short English podcast or watch a video while taking notes. Surround yourself with English. It helps your brain think naturally in the language.
All right, I can do that while having my morning coffee.
Great. And now, active practice. Speak aloud, even if you make mistakes. Record yourself or write a short paragraph about your favorite hobby. Don't worry about errors. They're your stepping stones.
I'll write a few sentences and then read them aloud. I feel a bit more confident already.
Awesome. Finally, find inspiration and support. Follow a YouTube channel, join a community, or share your progress with a friend. Motivation keeps you consistent and makes learning fun.
I get it now. Even without a teacher, I can practice, immerse myself, and find support. Small steps every day make a real difference.
Exactly. Role play and daily actions turn theory into practice. Try this every day, and your English skills will grow naturally, even on your own.
Listeners, play both roles if you like. Ask yourself questions, guide yourself, and see how your confidence grows. Practicing actively makes your learning real and meaningful. All right, Liam, let's go over some useful vocabulary from today's episode. These words will help listeners talk about learning, practice, and progress in English.
Yes. First word, independent. It means doing something by yourself. Example, I learned English independently, without a teacher.
Next is consistency. It means doing something regularly without skipping. Example, consistency in daily English practice helped me improve quickly.
Another one, immersion. Immersion is surrounding yourself with English in your daily life. Example, watching English shows and listening to podcasts is a form of immersion.
Then, we have active practice. This means using English by speaking, writing, or applying it. Example, active practice every day made me more confident in English.
A useful phrase is small steps. It means taking gradual actions toward a goal. Example, learning English is easier when you take small steps every day.
Another one is motivation. Motivation is the reason or energy to do something. Example, remembering why I wanted to learn English gave me motivation to keep going.
And finally, support system. A support system is the group of people or resources that help you. Example, my friends and online communities became my support system during self-study.
Listeners, try using these words and phrases when you talk or write about learning English. They make your speech clearer and help you express your progress and goals.
Vocabulary is more than words. It's a tool to think, express, and act in English, even when you're learning alone. Practice these words, and your confidence will grow naturally.
Wow, Liam, what a journey today! We've explored how anyone can learn English without a teacher, understanding the struggles, causes, and practical solutions.
Yes, Emily. Creating a daily routine, immersing yourself in English, practicing actively, and finding inspiration, these aren't just tips, they're steps that make learning real and achievable.
And listeners, remember this. Learning English alone is possible. Even if you feel shy, busy, or uncertain, small, consistent steps can lead to big results. Your dream of speaking fluently is within reach.
Every small action counts. Every minute you practice, write, or speak in English is progress. You don't need a teacher to guide you. Your dedication and smart strategies are enough.
So today, make a promise to yourself. Plan your daily routine, immerse yourself in English, practice actively, and seek inspiration. Celebrate every small win. You are capable of learning independently.
And for our English learners, remember, use English while you practice your dream. Speak, write, listen, and connect. It strengthens both your language skills and your confidence.
If this episode inspired you, Take a moment to subscribe, share, or comment about your experience learning English alone. We'd love to hear your story and cheer you on.
Remember, learning English without a teacher is not only possible, it can be exciting, empowering, and fun. Take action, be consistent, and watch your skills grow every day.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember, you have the power to achieve fluency on your own. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.